Hey everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Dandelion, which is brought to you. This is Jihae's route, and this is part 6. And the next cutscene is on January 12th. Ever since the night Jihae kissed my hair, I became red whenever I saw him. How can Jihae be so calm? Does kissing someone on the hair mean nothing to Jihae? I'm getting a headache. Why can't I think about nothing else all day long? Nowadays, Jihae seems to go out a lot, even on the weekends when he doesn't have work. Jihae's every action is on my mind. Jihae, I wonder if work is going well. He seems to be quite busy with work. Is he taking care of himself? And did it mean anything for him to kiss my hair? No, I should get this off my mind. I went to the living room and found Jian eating an apple by himself. Should I ask Jian? If I knew a bit more about Jihae, would I feel less impatient?
저기...
I approached Jian, who was munching on an apple. Jian hardly ever says a word. He usually communicates with Jihae with his eyes, and uses his mouth for eating much more often than for talking. I think he might be more of a glutton than Jisoo. Maybe it was because he was a rabbit, but he would munch away on an apple the moment he saw it. When I called Jian, he stared at me with his eyes wide open.
요즘 지혜가 자주 나가서 외롭지 않아? 맨날 붙어 있었잖아.
Jian suddenly put down the apple and dropped his head. Did I say something to make him lose his appetite?
아니, 미안. 그냥 물어본 거였는데.
I couldn't make out what he was saying with his tiny voice.
응? 뭐라고?
외로워.
Aww, I just want to hug him. He's so cute. I could barely make out the words. I felt bad, like an adult who had done something bad to a child.
그럼 만나러 갈까?
As soon as I said that, Jian approached me and held my hand. Wow, his hands are really white. Jian always made me want to protect him.
만나러 가고 싶어.
Aww. Hearing his small voice made me want to give him a big hug. Doesn't Jihae feel this as well? Maybe Jihae was so stiff because he was already immune to Jian's cuteness and charm. Jihae apparently works at a big studio in downtown. I know where it is, but I have never been there. I hesitated for a moment, not wanting to bother him at work, but he'd been so busy lately that we didn't have a decent conversation for the last 2 weeks. So today, I would definitely...
여기.
응?
Jian pulled me into the direction opposite of where the studio is. Huh? That's not it. I told Jian that that wasn't the building we were supposed to go to, but Jian wouldn't listen. He pulled me so desperately towards another building that I had no choice but to stop by that building first.
에디의 냄새가 나.
Scent? We arrived at the door of an unfamiliar building, and I saw a group of girls with familiar faces. Huh?
오빠 오늘 언제 끝난다 카노? 오늘은 내 사인 바꿔야 한다. 기집애야, 니 아까 내 뒤에 있더만 지금 새치겠나?
여기야.
Jihae must be here, just as Jian said. These girls are... I recognized some familiar faces among the crowd of girls inside.
저 아줌마 그때 그... 누구야?
The girls who have never seen me before look puzzled, and some of the girls who remember me began to whisper among themselves. The girls whispered amongst themselves and glared in my direction.
진짜? 와, 대박! 여긴 또 왜 왔는데? 저 여자 마음 완전 단디 묵은 거 아이가? 그냥 처리해라 할까?
Get rid of me?
내가 언니한테 칵 뽀질러 본다, 저 여자.
High school students these days are really scary.
근데 저 옆...
Now they seem to be curious about Jian.
아 맞다! 쟤 저번에 지혜 오빠랑 슈퍼마켓에서 나오던데.
For some reason, I didn't want to know what then he is meant.
야, 쟤도 엄청 꽃미남인데. 말 걸어볼까? 안 된다. 쟤는 지혜 오빠 거다 이 가스나야.
Jin didn't seem to be interested at the fact that people were talking about him. Jian approached the girl with curly hair standing in front of the door. Everyone suddenly became silent and fixed their gaze on Jian. Even the girl with curly hair shut her mouth and blushed. Such weakness for good-looking guys. Jian opened his mouth.
비켜.
Ah, I guess he wanted to tell them to get away from the door.
근데 지금 촬영 중이라 출입 금지.
The girl with the permed hair answered in a high-pitched voice, but Jian wouldn't budge.
에디의 냄새.
Jian was talking about scent again.
미안, 우리는 들어가 볼게.
The permed hair girl was confused, so we took the opportunity to grab the door.
저 아줌마 좀 보라카이.
We opened the door and quickly walked in. A photo shoot was going on inside. Many cameras and staffs. Fancy studio. It's something that I've seen many times in TV. A man was sitting on a luxurious-looking red sofa. Long silver hair, slim figure, and long legs. It's Jihae. It's definitely Jihae, but... why?
아가씨,
Jihae discovered me, and he looked quite surprised. I couldn't move.
에디!
Jian ran into the studio, disregarding the fact that everyone was staring at him. Jihae signaled the cameraman to not shoot anymore. I also wanted to go to where Jihae was, but I couldn't move my legs. My heart was pounding. Jihae suddenly seemed so far away. That person lives with me in the same house and eats with me on the same table. I can't believe that.
아가씨,
Jihae hugged Jian, who ran over to him and looked at me. And he walked towards me. Such a handsome man was approaching me. I couldn't take my eyes off of him.
아가씨,
My heart began to beat even faster. Jihae is right in front of me. He's calling me.
오셨군요.
He spoke as soon as he looked into my eyes. I suddenly remember the time with him kissing my hair. My face flushed. Why am I acting like this? I wanted to act more normal in front of him, but I can't.
응,
이런 곳까지 와주실 거라 생각 못했는데.
그래.
My heart would not stop pounding.
기쁘네요.
Jihae smiled warmly at me. He's glad? He said he was glad that I came here. Why does that make me so happy? Why?
에디?
Jian looked at Jihae and blinked.
아, 이제 곧 촬영이 끝나니까 잠시만 기다려 주시겠어요?
어,
As Jian nodded, Jihae looked at me. He's still smiling softly and gently. He's really beautiful.
촬영이 끝날 때까지 도리님을 잘 부탁드려요.
응, 걱정하지 마.
I barely got those words out of my mouth as I calmed my pounding heart. I can't take my eyes off of Jihae. Jihae turned around and went back into the studio set. Jian stared at Jihae's back and then turned to look at me.
에디가 웃었어.
Eddie? Jihae smiled?
당신을 보면서 웃었어.
그러게.
Jian nodded once and sat down on a chair in the corner. I stood there for a while and looked at Jihae being shot. I wanted to see Jihae looking so handsome a little bit longer. And I'll skip ahead. And we're back.
예, 저기 그러니까
January 26th. I received an unexpected phone call today. I was on the phone stuttering, trying to think of what to say.
한 번만 부탁드릴게요. 그쪽이 아니면 안 돼요. 부탁드립니다. 돈은 섭섭하지 않게 드릴 테니까.
So this is the cutscene where we're gonna find out whether I did good enough and we're gonna be on either the good route or the bad route. Let's find out.
저는 아직 학생이라.
The more I try to refuse the offer, the stronger they ask for it. So here's how the story goes. Jihae's popularity is skyrocketing. He needed someone to manage his schedule and take care of his health. In other words, Jihae needs a manager. Now, is this really a part-time job? Jihae hated having strangers around, making it impossible to get a manager. But without a manager, Jihae's schedules often collided with one another and the agency couldn't get in touch with him at times. So his agency called me, thinking that Jihae might accept me, who lives with him, as his manager. I shouldn't have said that I'm his family when I went to see him at work last time.
매니저로 일해주신다면 저희가 다양한 혜택을.
지혜 매니저라니. 저는 학생이라 정말 그럴 시간이 안 돼서요. 죄송해요.
I was refusing. I still haven't graduated from college yet, and I still don't know what I want to be in the future. But to be a manager of a model? I had enough on my plate already. I didn't have time to be Jihae's manager. I could hear them whispering amongst themselves. These people don't know when to give up. I had to refuse no matter what their offer was. I was going to say something when somebody grabbed my hand. Jihae? Jihae was standing right behind me. Got the good ending. Woohoo! Jihae's cold hand grabbed my hand on the phone. Jihae took the phone away from my hand. I blinked in confusion.
이런 식으로 나오시면 곤란합니다.
Jihae said into the phone without a hello.
자꾸 이러시면 관두겠습니다.
What? Jihae hung up as the voice on the phone protested. No, wait.
곤란하게 해드려서
아니, 너 괜찮은 거야?
제 직장 때문에 아가씨가 곤란해진다면 더 이상 필요 없습니다. 별로 애착을 갖고 임한 일도 아니었으니까요.
Jihae's expression was as cold as ice. How could you quit so easily? You're gonna quit because it troubles me?
그런 이유로 관두는 게 어딨어? 너 진심이야?
You've worked for several months already, and people are acknowledging your talent.
모처럼 너 좋다는 여학생 팬들도 생기고 널 인정해준 사람들이 있는 곳인데
I know for certain that those people really care for Jihae. They are trying so hard to get him a personal manager. The phone rang again. It's probably the agency. This agency really cared for Jihae. Why would he possibly want to quit? Both of us remained silent until the phone stopped ringing. I thought that Jihae might pick up the phone, but he didn't. When the phone finally became silent, Jihae spoke.
제 일 때문에 누군가가 곤란한 일에 휘말리는 게 싫을 뿐입니다.
곤란한 일에 휘말리다니 그런 건
아가씨에게 폐를 끼치고 싶지 않습니다.
패라니 그런 거 아니야.
더 이상 제 일에 신경 쓰지 않으셔도 됩니다. 그럼
With that, Jihae turned around.
지혜야 잠깐만.
I unconsciously raised my voice. Jihae turned to look at me. Are you really going to quit like this? Doesn't being recognized by others mean anything to you?
어떻게 그렇게 간단히 관둬버릴 수 있는 거야?
I don't understand. He found work that people acknowledged him for, yet he was quitting just like that? Jihae, doing his modeling job, had been amazing. He'd been absolutely stunning. And the staffs were trying so hard to help Jihae show his full potential. But Jihae,
아가씨,
he has so many people who need him, who like him, but he's just letting them all go as if nothing's wrong. It's strange. A workplace that recognizes and needs you, people who accept and like you. Those are the things that I wanted. Jihae has everything. I'm not that pretty, just plain. I don't even know what I want to do, and I have no idea how I can be acknowledged by the society. Even as I study and go to cram school every day, I still don't know. Jihae has everything that I want, yet he's willing to let it all go that easily? Too easily.
어떻게 그렇게 쉽게 간둬버릴 수 있어? 널 응원하는 사람들은, 널 인정해준 사람들은 다 필요 없는 거야?
Do you really not need all of that? There is someone out there who wants it really badly. Does that mean nothing to you?
넌 원하는 걸 다 가졌으니까 포기하는 것도 그렇게 쉬운 거야? 언제든 다시 가질 수 있으니까. 누군가는 간절하게 이루고 싶어도 이루지 못하는데 너는 쉽게 다 누리고 있잖아. 나는 아무리 노력해도 안 되는데.
No matter how hard I try, what I want to be, what I want to do, I'm scared that nobody will need me. No matter how hard I try.
아가씨,
You're being kind of selfish right now. Just saying, Hunug. Not you, Jihae. No. Jihae called me with a warm voice. I realized I've been overly agitated. Whether he gives up or not, that's for Jihae to decide. I was disappointed in myself and letting it all out on Jihae.
지금 제가 가진 것들은 저에게 중요치 않아요. 왜냐하면 제가 가진 것들이 정말 내가 원하고 있는 것인지 확신할 수 없기 때문입니다.
He doesn't know if that's what he wants?
저는 오래전부터 무엇을 좋아하고 싫어하는지 알 수 없게 돼버렸습니다.
뭐?
Doesn't know what he likes and dislikes? Now that I think about it, what does Jihae like? His favorite food? Favorite music? Favorite color? And what does he dislike? Nothing came into my mind. Jihae has never said that he liked anything. He'd never said that he liked anything, not even something small. Was that why he could quit the modeling job so easily? Because he neither likes nor hates it? Because it's not what he really wanted?
전 제가 무엇을 원하는지도 모르는 한심한 남자입니다.
Pathetic. I never ever thought that he was pathetic.
아가씨는 제가 모델 일을 관두지 않았으면 좋겠다고 생각.
Of course I do. I wish that Jihae would continue doing something that he could be acknowledged for. I wanted him to remain that amazing person that I saw at the photo shoot, getting acknowledged by people.
응.
I nodded.
네가 모델 일 하는 거 봤을 때
He literally shined when he was at the photo shoot. The people that worked with him knew this and tried their best to capture it on camera.
정말 대단하다고 생각했어.
I didn't want him to quit. Unless he had a real reason to quit, I wanted him to be with the people that knew his value. And
일하는 네 모습이 너무 멋있다고 생각했어.
shouldn't this be more of what he wants to do? I mean, I know he doesn't know what he wants to do, but maybe he should figure out what he wants to do. Jihae really was breathtakingly beautiful. I can still vividly remember how he looked at that time. And whenever I think about it, my heart begins to pound. I couldn't believe that this amazing model was Jihae. And my heart was beating like crazy then.
아가씨,
And that person is now standing in front of me. He was looking at me, concerned. This is embarrassing. Just looking into his eyes just makes me extremely embarrassed. My heart began to quicken. Why? Why am I reacting like this? And why am I becoming awkward again? Why am I so conscious of him? Why can't I keep calm around him?
칭찬해 주셔서 고맙습니다.
Why am I blushing? Why can't I keep my cool? Why can't I...
이제 관두지 않을 이유가 생겼네요. 아가씨,
My pulse was racing. I couldn't breathe.
열이 있으신가요?
아니,
I couldn't look into Jihae's eyes any longer. I was too shy.
또 제 눈을 피하시는군요.
This is because
아가씨,
Jihae's voice was unusually calm. My face was still facing the other way.
제가 아름답다고 하셨던 건 거짓말이었나요?
A lie? Is he again thinking that the reason why I avoided his gaze is because I don't like the way he looks?
아니야.
Surprised, I turned my face and looked straight into Jihae's eyes. That's not it.
그럼 대체 왜?
Jihae's blue eyes were looking at me. Okay. The reason I can't look at you. The reason my face is so red and my heart is beating so fast.
나도 잘 모르겠단 말이야. 내가 왜 이러는지.
Jeez, you're stupid. Oh my god.
너를 쳐다볼 수가 없어. 보고 있으면 그러니까 그게
I felt as if my face was going to explode. I didn't know what to say. My head was blank.
그러니까
아가씨,
Jihae took a step closer to me. He's close. My heart was at it again.
확실히 말씀해 주세요.
Jihae's face closed up on mine. He's too close. I can barely even breathe. Jihae was waiting for my answer with
확실하게 말해주지 않으면 제가 착각을 할 수도 있으니까요. 확실히 알려주세요, 아가씨. 정말로 이유를 모르시는 건가요?
Was he really going to make me say it? The reason why my heart is pounding? My face is...
그러니까
I had to say it, with my face bright red. The reason why you were always on my mind.
좋아해.
Closing my eyes, I shouted in a small voice. I said it.
그러니까 난
I opened my eyes and Jihae was looking at me.
알겠습니다.
All right?
저는 당신의 선택을 막지 않겠습니다.
What does he mean?
그리고 아가씨의 대답을 들은 이상
Jihae reached out his hand to grab the back of my head. Huh?
제 감정도 더 이상 숨기지 않겠습니다.
And before I knew it, Jihae's lips brushed against mine. I cannot believe this. Jihae's kissing me? My heart was about to burst. My mind was blank. My face was too red. My pulse was too quick. I couldn't even open my eyes. Your eyes are open right here, look at this. Jihae's arms gently wrapped around my head. His lips were soft. Could this really be happening? Jihae and I? It was like a dream. The reason I couldn't make eye contact with him. The reason it was so awkward. The reason my pulse quickened when Jihae was around. This was why. And I'm going to end it here for today. I hope you guys liked the video. If you want to see more, just click the links at the top and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.